Keeping families in the loop is so important. Let's think a little bit today about family engagement and communication strategies. Hello there. If we haven't met before, my name is Monica Burns. I'm an EdTech and curriculum consultant, the host of the Easy EdTech podcast, and the voice behind the blog ClassTechTips.com. I'm excited to join you today to unpack this EdTech concept. Let's go ahead and dive in. Families are such an important partner in a child's success. And so when we are talking about family communication and engagement strategies today, it's all about helping people in the community become involved in their children's learning experience. Having a routine or a regular way to communicate with families is essential. Letting families know where to go for updates is important, of course, too. Let's talk a little bit together about ways that you can keep families in the loop, share updates and places where they already are, and make sure they have everything they need throughout the school year. So what exactly can you share when you open up communication channels to families? Well, there are a lot of different things that might come into consideration as you are deciding what to share and how to share it. This might include posting or sharing information around special events, like upcoming field trips, assemblies, food drives, or even something outside of your school and district that's happening in your community. You might decide to share reminders. This could include asking for families to fill out digital permission slips or about a donation drive, or even reminders about upcoming projects that may involve family participation or just might be an extra little nudge for families and students about something that has an upcoming deadline. You might also find that you are using communication channels to share closings and delays. This might be last-minute weather announcements or health and safety information about staggered school closings or updates to scheduling. You might also find that you are sharing celebrations, maybe a student and class spotlight or big accomplishment that you want to celebrate, or even some community partnerships that you want to feature and make sure that families know about. Connecting with families is nothing new. There are definitely benefits to using technology and tech-friendly tools to facilitate family communication. One thing to consider are the instant updates, the ability to send a message, whether it's SMS or an email, with an instant update in real-time response to a situation. There's also the benefits of translations. Many tools have automatic translation built in, so families can say, "I speak this language," and then a tech tool translates the message coming from that school building. There's also an opportunity to share messages and communication in multimedia format, so parents can read, families can listen in if there's an audio version, or even watch a quick video with some important information or reminders. When you are sharing these communications with families, having a tech platform or space where everything is posted makes it easy for families to review information, to know where to go, to see those questions that were answered in a quick response, or to find a replay if you're sharing multimedia content. Strong family communication isn't just a one-way push from a district or teacher or from a school. It also gives families an opportunity to easily ask a question, request help, or find a specific resource. Now, there's lots of ways to make sure that families know where to go to find information, but they also need to know how to ask. That two-way channel for communication is open and available for them. Let's take a look together at Jotform, where you can create all sorts of forms for families to send information, request support, and there's a few other things I'll point out along the way. There are lots of ways that you can use Jotform to stay connected with families. Whether you are looking to gather information in preparation for an upcoming event, conduct a survey for families to respond to, the list goes on and on. Now, of course, you could create your own form, customized with your perfect questions that go along with your specific needs, or you can search for templates or head over to the template library here in Jotform. I'm here with form templates, and I'm going to toggle over to industry and education forms. This will give you a taste of all the different types of forms that fall under the wide category of education. Now, 4,000 forms is a lot, so you might have something that you're looking for in terms of gathering information from families, something specific that you're looking for, and you can use the search bar here. What I want to do right now is take you through some of the big categories that may spark your curiosity or pique your interest that you may want to try out yourself just the way they are, or you might want to modify for your school community. If you are working with families to help them apply for a scholarship, you may want to check out some of these scholarship application forms. These are really useful if your school is giving out scholarships, your school or district, and needs to collect applications from families. So you can see these templates are ready to use. You can scroll through and get a few more examples right underneath this category of scholarship application forms. You'll also find school surveys, which are definitely an important way to stay connected with families. So you might have a student that is being withdrawn from a school and you want to do an exit survey. You might reopen your school and want to check in on everyone. You might even want families to give feedback on a student's experience within a particular class. So as you can see here, as I scroll through school surveys, there are a lot of different options, including this parent satisfaction survey. You might use something like this to see if families are satisfied after participating in an event, attending a meeting. So a great way to value family voice and collect information. Now down here, as we continue going through the page, you'll see lots of other education forms that families might use to help register their children for a particular course. You might find something that is useful for your particular group, like registering for specific programs that are popping up over the course of the school year, perhaps an enrichment or after school program. So these are the kind of resources that you might share with families at the beginning of the year, that you might bring to them in the middle of the year, or even use to finish up the year too. So lots of resources right here underneath this education category for you to go out and explore. Even something like a talent show audition sign up. And if you do this with families, a family talent show, well, this template will definitely come in handy. Now I'm going to scroll back up to the very top here because I want to show you how you can use these templates. I'm going to pop back to where it says our first sample scholarship application form, and I'm going to go ahead and use this template. Now this will open up in a page for me to use as is, ready to launch and share and publish for the whole world to see, or it might be one that I want to make some changes to. So as you can see here, this is asking for families to submit information. They might do this on behalf of their students or their children. So you can see everything that's already built in here, and you can decide if you want to add in an additional form element or collect any extra information that's not programmed into one of these templates. So once you're ready to go, you can change up the settings, you can publish it so it's ready to share. There are so many ways that you can use these forms if you want to collect information from families, gather information from them over the course of the school year, ways to make this your own by adding your logo. The possibilities are truly endless. Although you might kick off the school year with a strong foundation for family communication, make sure to revisit over the course of the year, to adapt if necessary when a new social media channel becomes adopted by your school community. You might want to post more there than you would have at the beginning of the school year. If you find that families are struggling to give any information, to submit a question, or participate in that two-way channel for family communication, you might revisit your systems and routines for that throughout the school year.